Ever seen your temperature gauge creeping into the red zone? Or maybe steam pouring from under your hood? Yep, that's your engine overheating, and trust me, it's something you don't want to ignore. In today's video, we're breaking down 8 common reasons why your car engine might be getting too hot, and what you can do about it. But before we get started, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on more car maintenance tips. Now, let's jump right in. Number 1. Low coolant level. One of the most frequent causes of engine overheating is a low coolant level. Coolant, also known as antifreeze, absorbs heat from the engine and dissipates it through the radiator. When the coolant is low, there isn't enough fluid to absorb and transfer the heat, which causes the engine to run hotter than normal. This can happen due to leaks in the radiator, hoses, or water pump. Even a small leak can gradually deplete the system over time. If ignored, it can lead to a total coolant loss and severe engine damage. Regularly checking and topping off your coolant can help prevent this. Coolant should be replaced based on the manufacturer's maintenance schedule. Always ensure the coolant level is between the minimum and maximum marks on the reservoir. Number 2. Faulty thermostat. A malfunctioning thermostat can also cause your engine to overheat. The thermostat is a valve that controls the flow of coolant between the engine and the radiator. When the engine is cold, the thermostat remains closed to help it warm up faster. Once the engine reaches operating temperature, it opens to allow coolant to flow. If it fails in the closed position, coolant cannot circulate, causing heat to build up quickly. The engine will start overheating shortly after you begin driving. In some cases, the thermostat may stick intermittently, causing unpredictable temperature spikes. Replacing a faulty thermostat is generally inexpensive. It's a good practice to replace the thermostat whenever you flush the cooling system. Always use an OEM-recommended thermostat for your vehicle. Number 3. Radiator issues. A clogged or damaged radiator can severely impair your car's ability to stay cool. The radiator's job is to release the heat absorbed by the coolant into the air. If the radiator fins are blocked by debris or corrosion builds up inside the radiator, heat transfer becomes inefficient. Over time, this makes it harder for the cooling system to do its job, and the engine begins to overheat. Physical damage like cracks or leaks in the radiator can also lead to a loss of coolant. In such cases, even a small hole can turn into a big problem. If you notice any rust or coolant leakage near the radiator, have it checked immediately. Regularly flushing your radiator helps prevent internal buildup. Keeping the front of your radiator clean and free of debris is also important. Number 4. Water pump failure. The water pump is a key component in the engine's cooling system. It circulates coolant throughout the engine and radiator to maintain an optimal temperature. If the water pump fails, coolant cannot flow properly, and hot spots can develop in the engine. This leads to rapid overheating, often accompanied by strange noises or coolant leaks near the pump. Water pump failures are commonly caused by worn-out bearings, broken impellers, or gasket leaks. A faulty water pump should be replaced as soon as possible to avoid engine damage. Most modern water pumps are driven by the timing belt or serpentine belt, so issues with those belts can also impact pump function. Periodic inspection of the water pump during routine service can catch early warning signs. It's crucial to follow your car's maintenance intervals for pump replacement. Number 5. Cooling fan malfunction. The cooling fan helps pull air through the radiator when the car is moving slowly or idling. If this fan stops working, the radiator may not get enough airflow to cool the engine properly. This typically becomes a problem during traffic jams or when driving at low speeds. Cooling fans can fail due to a faulty motor, broken wiring, a bad relay, or a blown fuse. Some cars use electric fans, while others have belt-driven ones. Electric fans are controlled by sensors and computer signals, so a problem with the engine control unit, ECU, or temperature sensor can also interfere with fan operation. Diagnosing the issue usually involves checking the fan motor, relays, and wiring. If the fan doesn't kick in when the engine gets hot, it likely needs servicing. Ensuring your fan works properly can prevent overheating in stop-and-go conditions. Number 6. Head gasket failure. A blown head gasket is a serious issue that can cause your engine to overheat quickly. The head gasket seals the combustion chambers and keeps coolant and oil from mixing. When it fails, combustion gases can enter the cooling system and displace coolant, leading to overheating. Alternatively, coolant can leak into the engine cylinders and be burned off, causing a loss of fluid. Signs of a blown head gasket include white exhaust smoke, milky oil, bubbling in the coolant reservoir, and frequent overheating. Repairing a head gasket is costly and labor-intensive because it requires taking the engine apart. If not addressed, it can cause catastrophic engine damage. Early detection can help limit the cost of repairs. Always monitor coolant levels and inspect for unusual engine behavior. Number 7. Air in the cooling system. Trapped air pockets can disrupt the flow of coolant through the engine and radiator. This often happens after a coolant change or if there's a leak that allowed air into the system. When air gets into the cooling system, it creates blockages and prevents proper circulation. As a result, the engine doesn't cool evenly and can overheat in certain areas. Some engines are especially sensitive to air pockets and require a special bleeding process to remove them. You might hear gurgling sounds or notice erratic temperature gauge readings if air is present. Using a vacuum refill tool or following the manufacturer's bleeding procedure can help remove trapped air. Always bleed the cooling system properly after any service involving coolant. Neglecting this step can result in immediate overheating issues. Number 8. Overworking the engine. Putting excessive strain on your engine can also cause it to overheat. This includes towing heavy loads, driving in very hot weather, climbing steep hills, or running the air conditioning non-stop. In such conditions, the engine produces more heat than normal and relies heavily on the cooling system to compensate. If your car's cooling system isn't in top shape, it may not handle the extra demand. Older vehicles or those with under-maintained systems are more prone to this. Overheating from engine strain can be prevented by avoiding aggressive driving in extreme conditions and keeping up with routine maintenance. Watch your temperature gauge when driving under heavy loads. If it starts climbing, pull over and let the engine cool. Staying alert to stress-related overheating can help you prevent long-term engine damage. So there you have it, 8 reasons your car might be overheating. Spotting the signs early can save you from a breakdown, or worse, a blown engine. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on more car maintenance tips. Drive safe, stay informed, and take care of your engine. See you in the next video.